Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. Hi, my name is Shani, I'm 25, I work as a consultant in London. In today's video, I am doing my monthly money update. So if you're new to the channel and if you don't know what this is about, so this is a series that I started a couple of months ago. It's basically a reset for my budget, a reset for my money, how I did last month and what is my allocation for next month. The timing of these videos are a bit funny because I get paid literally in the middle of the month. Yeah, so this is why this is going up right now rather than end of the month or beginning of the month. Yeah, here we are. I literally just got back home from work. I'm buzzing to film this video and see what is happening and how I did last month. What I'm going to do, I will go on and see what I did last month, what my spending was, what were the biggest buckets of expenses for last month. I know that there were some unplanned expenses, but that's okay. I think this month my budgeting will change a lot because I'm traveling, I'll be away. I really want to buy some cute stuff for my time away, so I think my budget is definitely changing. And I also want to start this video by saying that this is just an exercise that I like to do for myself and keeping myself accountable, and I think that would be useful for someone out there who's wondering what a graduate in London spends on a monthly basis. This video is focusing primarily on the expenses, but I do have another video which is focusing on my investments, and I will pop this video here in the link if you're interested into hearing about my investment strategy. And also I want to add that even if you exceed your budget or even if you underspend for certain categories, something that I learned is that we live, and as long as you live you have to spend money. And if 1 month you spend a bit more, if the next month you spend a little bit little, it's all right. Like it's fine, because money are just something that comes in and goes out. It's not something that, you know, like your life should depend on and your focus should be on that. And I've chosen for myself to honor the Lord with my money. That includes tithes and offerings. The finances are just an instrument that the Lord is giving us. He trusts us that we'll be a good steward to the finances that He's flowing into our lives. And something that I'm implementing in my life, in the mindset that I have for money, is that this money are not my money. I'm only managing this money, but this money belongs to the Lord. I have this running across my budget, running across the way that I'm managing the money, where my money are going. And I also made the decision to be super intentional with the purchases that I'm making, and this is primarily valid for clothes and bags and shoes and things like that. It excludes food or services. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. Let's see what happened last month, and then we'll jump into the analyzation part and how the forward look for next month would look like. All right guys, let's jump into it. Hi you guys, so I went through my statement, and as you can see yeah, this is the process that I go through. I think I chatted about this in my last video, and I sort of like walked you through how I'm like managing my monthly reset process. But if you want like an in-depth video about it, let me know and I'll be happy to do it. It's quite colorful, but it helps understand where and what's happening. And because I feel like sometimes you just go throughout the month and it's like crazy and you're like almost like lose track of what's happening. So that's why it looks so colorful. But yeah, so now it's time to see what has happened, and then I'll come back to you with like a full debrief of what I've done, what were my predictions, what actually happened, and what the next month looks like. Okay, let's get into this. All right, you guys, I feel like it's been ages since I last spoke with you. Yes, I'm rocking the Uni of Essex t-shirt because alumni here. I'm here in my comfy clothes with my glasses on, and let's go through the budget. I literally spent 2.5 hours going through my budget. I think I started this video at 6 and it's 8:30 right now, so it's been a while. Let's start with June reflections and what happened in June. So I'll just sort of like shift around so you can see my screen here. In June, let's start with my fixed expenses. Within the household category, my first one is rent. I am paying $5.20 with bills per month. That's a fixed cost. It stays like that. Voxy, which is my phone, fixed cost £10 every month, which is incredible. I've talked about it in my previous videos. If you don't know about it, check it out. I'll leave a link in the description box down below. It's basically unlimited calls, unlimited texts, unlimited data for like £10, which is incredible. Spotify pays £6 per month every. And let's move to food, because food is the place where I struggle every single month, every month. For food, I budgeted £80 and I spent 122. That's 42 pounds more excess of what I've budgeted, which is fine. And I think I definitely under budgeted, and I think I definitely under budgeted because I was back home, I was on a holiday back, and I was thinking, oh, like it's just a few weeks until my next payday. I don't think I'll spend that much on food. So I think I just had that logic in my head, and that's why this happened. I shop from like the budgeted supermarkets like Lidl and Aldi and things like that, but I did spend a bit more this month, which I think is alright because I've been trying to incorporate much more protein in my diet, and I've been trying to eat just a bit more protein dense diet. And obviously protein is meat, which costs a bit more, but that's alright. I'm just like, as I said in my previous video, as I'm saying in this video, keeping myself accountable, hopefully provide some insight on what a graduate in London spends on a monthly basis. For restaurants, I spent 18 pounds, so not that much, and I budgeted 20. I'm not on budget here, but I think something that I really want to try to start doing is going on more restaurants and exploring different cuisines, and even spending more time with my friends around like the idea of going to restaurants and things like that, and just trying different foods, because I literally live in London, so you can try so many different restaurants and foods, and I definitely want to take advantage of that. So hopefully maybe I can budget a bit more next month or the months upcoming. Public transportation, I budgeted 70 pounds. I was so ambitious with that. I spent 130. That's like 60 pounds over my budget, which is fine because again I had the same logic in my head. I was like, I just came back home, I don't plan any travels, anything like that. Long and behold, I decided to go to Colchester, I decided to go to Seven Sisters, I went to the office a bit more, and also the tube, like the costs going into central London and coming back, which is literally like two-way journey, it's like 7 to 8 pounds. Everything is just gone a bit, but it is what it is. Like you live, like you can't not spend money whilst you're living, you know, like it's whatever. Taxi services, I did not budget anything here. However, I spent 113 pounds, but let me explain. In this 113 pounds, I actually used my flights for this category. So it's not taxi services, even though it's in taxi services, it's actually flights. So I had to book 3 flights for returning to Bulgaria, to the UK from Bulgaria. The first flight, I was like, okay, I bought it, but then I decided not to take it because I wanted to extend my stay in Bulgaria. So I stayed for another week or so. Then when I decided to take my second flight, I went to the airport, I was queuing, I was ready for departure, and then the information lady, she's like, so sorry about the delay, there's a serious technical issues with the plane and we will be here for another 3 hours. And I went to her and I said to her, sorry, like would the plane actually take off? And she said, oh, we don't know, it's like 50-50. I called my mom and I tell her what was happening, and then my mom and dad came back because they dropped me off at the airport originally. So they came back and they picked me up and they said, there is no way you're getting on the flight, you're booking the next one. So I never hopped on the second flight, so I had to book the third flight, and this is what this cost is for. So this was one flight. The second flight is actually, I'm going to Romania. I'm flying end of August for my friend's wedding, and I'm so excited. I'm actually buzzing. How to buy the inbound and also Nat Express, or the National Express, which is the coach service that I used to go to the airport. I included in this category as well. So altogether 113 pounds. But pharmacy, I didn't budget anything here, and I spent 25 pounds, but it's alright. I feel like I was just thinking again, I won't need anything, just coming back from Bulgaria, I've stocked up on everything. No, like there are always little things that come up. So 25 pounds here. Vision and dental, I spent 18 pounds here, so I didn't budget anything here. But again, as the previous category, I was like, okay, I'm not going to need anything, and here I am needing stuff. So I learned my lesson, and I think for next month I'll definitely put some figures in these fields. Gym fees, 25 pounds fixed expense. That's like a direct debit that goes off of my account every month. And then for the personal category, I spent 30 pounds for personal care, but this was for my laser treatment. Then I have the tent, just 10% of my income going to the Lord's house. Then I have clothing. So this is something that I've been going through. I literally decluttered my whole wardrobe because my wardrobe was filled with things that I used to wear when I was back in my place or when I was back at uni. And I think I've outgrown so many of these items. I just wanted to rebuild my wardrobe. I wanted to invest in pieces that I absolutely love and that when I look at, I would genuinely like reach out for, and I can wear them day in and day out. So this is my aim now, to just build a capsule wardrobe. I'm falling in love with a simple style, a lot of blacks, whites, like beiges and like nude colors. And so I think I'm definitely reinventing my style as I'm growing, and of course my body's changing, things sit differently on my body now. Super excited for sort of like this whole process, and as a result of this I spent £100, which is alright because some of those were like staple summer clothes. I genuinely declutter so much of my wardrobe that I have no summer clothes, which is crazy, and the amount that I have that I wear and that I like is back home. So I don't have anything here in the UK, so I had to buy some staples. But also very guilty of it, I know, but Gymshark had a massive 60% sale site-wide, and yeah, I did 1 or 2 orders, which is fine because I genuinely had no gym wear, like no gym wear. So I'm super excited, sort of like, you know, like just wear something new to the gym. And I think when you wear something new, you feel a bit fresh, you feel a bit more excited and motivated to work out as well. Yeah, it's definitely something that I am excited for, and I don't regret spending. And really like a very like thought out purchase. It wasn't something that I would impulsively buy, and I think about the things that I'm buying, especially if it's not food, if it's like material stuff like clothes and bags. I think about it so much, and I think for days and days and days. It's very like intentional in terms of the purchases that I'm making, which are not for food, are very intentional. And I used to be someone that spent a lot of money impulsively. I really taught myself and disciplined myself. I outgrew of this stage into more like mature and minimalistic lifestyle, being super careful what I'm buying and being so intentional with how I'm spending my money. So overall, that's it last month. Overall, I spent for all of these things, so this is including fixed expenses, my rent, bills, and everything else, I spent £1,277.75. Yeah, that's the final budget. Just for comparison, last month, so that was May, I spent 713. But mind you, I did not buy clothes back then. I did not buy the flights. So there are definitely like big ticket expenses that were present this month compared to last month. Okay, let's move on to looking forward and into July. July is going to be super exciting month. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, let's go through the different categories for July and see what is happening. Within the household category, my rent is staying the same, £5.20. Voxy is staying the same, £10, and Spotify is £6. For groceries, moving into the food category, I have budgeted £80 for groceries. I don't know how it's going. God, I know that I have like 2.5 weeks in the UK left. I hope that this is enough, but if it's not, it's okay. Restaurants, I budgeted £35 because I have a few outings with my friends every single weekend until I leave. I presume and forecast that I'll spend some money on restaurants. Public transportation, as I said, with the tube and everything that's going on, I am forecasting £100, but it might be less, it might be more. We'll see what's gonna happen. Taxi services, I have forecasted £10 here, and this is for my National Express predominantly. So unless there's something else coming out of this one, I'm not sure, but we're going to see next month. For the health category, I'm not making the mistake as last month, so I'm putting £10 for pharmacy, vision, and dental for each of these two. And then gym fees, the gym is actually increasing, and it's not increasing drastically, just increasing by £1, so it'll be 26 every month from now on, which is fine. For personal, in the personal category, personal care, I'm not foreseeing any for the month of July. I don't think I'll do laser because it's the summer and it's a bit dangerous to do laser in the summer, and especially if you're exposed to the sun and stuff like that. So I think I will skip July, and maybe I might do something in August, but I'm not sure. Then I have the tent, so this stays like that, doesn't move. Clothes, I budgeted £300 for clothes, but as I said earlier, I just want to build a wardrobe that I'm loving, and especially my summer wardrobe, I'm lacking so many key pieces like denim shorts, black dress, white dress, like a check pattern dress. Oh my gosh, I am literally obsessed with Abercrombie at the moment, and I know it's super expensive and it's like wild out there, but it's like the pieces are so beautiful, and I would prefer to spend like £50 on a sweatshirt and wear it to death rather than buy 5 sweatshirts from Primark, which are horrible quality. Like investing in these quality timeless pieces in your wardrobe that you wear time and time to come. I'm also obsessed with the Comme des Garçons Converse. I'll pop them in here. Oh my god, they're honestly beautiful, and I really want to invest in a pair. I don't know if it's going to be this summer or maybe later on. Yeah, it's definitely on my list, and I've been lusting over them for such a long time. So if it happens this month, I'm excited. If not, it's alright. That's everything that I've budgeted for next month. I'll see how I'm going to go, what things I'm going to spend on, and how this would move. But yeah, so that's how June went and how I foresee July to go. So yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. This is not a financial advice at all. This is just a graduate living in London and spending on a monthly basis. Let me know if you have a budget. Let me know how you're managing your personal finance. If you want to hear more about my investment plan and how I'm investing a portion of my money, you can check this video in the card up here. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.